Today we are going to be starting with chapter 10, Microbes in Human Welfare. This chapter is from Unit 8, Biology in Human Welfare. This is the third chapter from this Unit 8, that is Microbes in Human Welfare. Until now, we have seen about the plants and animals. But apart from that, microbes are also the major components of biological systems on this earth. So when we are talking about these microbes, microbes are present everywhere, in soil, in water, in air, inside our bodies, and even in other animals and plants. They are present even at some places where no other life forms would be possible. Like for example, wherever the temperature is going to be as high as 100 degrees Celsius, like for example in glaciers or in the thermal vents, then even in the deep soil, even in the under the layer of the snow, that is several meters thick snow below that, and even in highly acidic environments. Microbes are of different type. They are diverse in nature. Some of them are protozoa, bacteria, fungi, and microscopic plants, plant viruses, viroids, and also prions that are proteinaceous infectious agents. When we are talking about microbes, the literal meaning of the term microbes, micro means small. So microbes is going to be a shortcut for the word microorganisms. Organisms are animals. Micro is microscopic, which cannot be seen by your naked eyes, but they are present around you. Those are called as microbes. So such a type of microbes are present around us. So those microbes are helping us in many ways, and they are going to be of different types. Like for example, here you are having some of the examples of the microbes. They can be bacteria that are rod shaped, you can see over here, or they can be these type of bacteria which are spherical. They can be these type of bacteria which are going to be rod shaped with the flagella, or they can be a bacteriophage. These are going to be feeding on the bacteria. They are going to be smaller than bacteria. These are the viruses. So that is, they can be the bacteriophage, they can be the adenovirus, or the rod shaped tobacco mosaic virus. All these you are seeing are magnified images. They are magnified in a large manner. That is, what you are seeing here, rod shaped tobacco mosaic virus, is magnified to about 1 lakh times. That is 1 lakh x, that is multiplied the size more than whatever the size is into 1 lakh times it is magnified. They are very, very small, what I want to tell is. But these smaller organisms can be grown on nutritive media. They can be grown into the laboratories so that they can form colonies, as you can see over here. In a petri dish, if we are putting whatever the required food of the microorganisms is there, and if we are allowing them to grow, then they are forming these type of colonies. Means many bacteria or many organisms are coming together to form these type of colonies, as you can see over here. Now these colonies can be seen by your naked eyes. This is a bacterial colony. Here you can see a fungal colony. This type of colonies you can grow in the petri dish, which is going to be very helpful for their study. Now, what is happening in your 8th chapter? You have studied about the microbes that are causing a large number of diseases in the human beings. The microorganisms are causing so many diseases you have seen into your chapter 8. So they are also cause diseases in animals, other animals, and also in plants. But this should not make us think that all microorganisms are harmful. There are going to be many organisms, microorganisms, which are going to be useful to the human beings in many different ways. So some of the important contributions of these microbes in the human welfare are discussed in this chapter. So the topics that will be discussed in this chapter are microbes in household products, microbes in industrial products, microbes in sewage treatment, microbes in biogas production, microbes as biocontrol agents, and microbes as biofertilizers. In today's video, we will be studying the microbes in the household products. So let us see how the microorganisms are going to be helpful in our houses. Every day we are using the microorganisms. Whatever things we are eating, they are going to be made up of microorganisms, many of the things. So microbes are going to be used in the household products. Let us see which are they. For example, best example here is the lactobacillus or lactic acid bacteria. These lactic acid bacteria or the lactobacillus are rod-shaped bacteria, as you are going to be seeing over here. These are the rod-shaped bacteria. So these bacteria that are there are helping to convert milk into curd. The curd that you are eating is containing the lactobacilli. So this conversion of milk into curd is very important, because these bacteria, whatever acid that they are producing, these are going to be coagulating, and these are going to be helping to partially digest the milk protein. So fresh milk whatever you are using, that can be converted into curd by adding some curd containing lactic acid bacteria. So what you do in every day, in every household you are doing this. Suppose you want to make the curd, that is nothing but your dahi. If you want to make your curd, what you do? You are going to be taking a little bit of curd as a starter culture. The older curd, 1 spoon of curd that you are taking, you are going to be adding this 1 spoon of curd into the cold milk. So what will be happening because of this? The whole milk in which you have added the curd will become curd. It is getting converted into curd. That is because 1 spoon of curd that you are adding, it consists of the lactic acid bacteria. They are multiplying using the milk. They are partially digesting the milk proteins, and they are converting the milk into curd. They are increasing in number. As a result, they are converting the milk into curd. They are coagulating the milk. As you can see how the curd is thicker than the milk. So they are coagulating the milk proteins. So there is very important benefit of this, because this curd that is being produced is going to be rich in vitamin B12. So lactic acid bacteria helps in increasing the vitamin B12, which is a necessary component of our food. Also, when this lactic acid bacteria is entering into our body, into the stomach, it is helping to check pathogens, that is other harmful organisms. If they are present into our body, then this lactic acid bacteria is helping to kill those bacteria. Instead, it is not harming us, but it is harming the other harmful organisms in our stomach. Hence, lactic acid bacteria are going to be very important. Other examples you can take. Simple production of your idlis and dosas, if you are going to be taking, or the bread, cake, all this is nothing but the bacterial fermentation, anaerobic respiration, what it is called. Anaerobic means nothing but in the absence of the oxygen is known as anaerobic. Aerobic means in presence of oxygen. Anaerobic means in the absence of the oxygen. So herein the bacterial fermentation process is anaerobic, and it is largely used for making of the dough. Dough is nothing but your पीठ, जे आपण पीठ तयार करून घेतो इडली डोसा किंवा आपल्या ब्रेडसाठी, whatever flour is you are going to be making, that is going to be called as the dough. So here it is used for the fermentation of the dough for making foods such as idli, dosa, etc. In fact, the puffed up appearance, you can see that there is going to be a rise into your flower, and that is going to be due to the production of carbon dioxide gas, which is because of the microorganisms. Then, the best known microorganism in bakeries is the Saccharomyces cerevisiae, that is nothing but a yeast. So, it is also known as the baker's yeast, and it is largely used to make bread by fermenting the dough. So, Saccharomyces cerevisiae is going to be a microorganism which is largely used for the making of the bread. Apart from this, we can see there are going to be many such food products which are being made using the microorganisms. For example, toddy is made by fermenting sap from plums. So, this is going to be toddy. It is going to be something like your alcohol, you can say. It is a type of juice which is made by fermenting the sap from the plant. So, you can see this person over here has climbed up the tree so that he can take the juice that is coming out from the palm trees, and they are making this type of drink, that is the toddy. It is a traditional drink in some of the some of the states of the India. So, it is going to be made up by the fermenting the sap of the tree. Plus, microbes are also used in many countries for the fermenting of fish, for the fermenting of soya beans, as you can see here, and even for the bamboo shoots that are going to be there are being fermented, so that the different products like the cheese is going to be produced from them, or they are also stored for longer time using these methods by fermenting them and increasing their taste, enhancing their taste. Also, the major reason for the cheese that you are going to be getting, cheese is going to be a well known eatable thing, favorite of many in your pizzas and your burgers. Cheese is going to be the main ingredient, and this cheese is going to be made by the microorganisms only. So, here are the examples of the two best known cheese, that is the Swiss cheese and the Roquefort cheese. So, the Swiss cheese has large holes due to production of CO2, that is carbon dioxide. In the Swiss cheese, holes are there, and this holes, that is the CO2, is going to be because of the bacterium, that is Propionibacterium shermani. It is the name of the bacterium, Propionibacterium shermani. And this Roquefort cheese is going to be ripened by growing a fungus, that is, it is made by a fungus, and the name of that fungus is going to be Penicillium roqueforti. You can see both here. This is going to be the Propionibacterium here, and this is going to be the fungi, that is a Penicillium roqueforti. It can be asked for exam, very important from exam point of view, for 1 or 2 marks. Name the organism which produces the Swiss cheese, or name the organism which produces the Roquefort cheese. So, these type of questions can be asked. So, remember the names of the organism. Propionibacterium shermani is used for the production of Swiss cheese, and Roquefort cheese is produced by using Penicillium roqueforti. So, this is going to be about the microbes in the household products. In everyday, day-to-day life, we are using this type of the microorganisms in many ways by knowing or unknowingly. So, that is going to be about the microbes in household products. In my next video, we will be studying microbes in industrial products. We will see how the microorganisms are going to be used in the industries. So, that we will see in my next video.